questions 1 through 10 on the 2007 Grade 8 American Mathematics Competition 8. Teresa's parents have agreed to buy her tickets to see her favorite band if she spends an average of 10 hours per week helping around the house for 6 weeks. For the first 5 weeks, she helps around the house for 8, 11, 7, 12, and 10 hours. How many hours must she work during the final week to earn the tickets? 8 plus 11 plus 7 plus 12 plus 10 and plus the number of hours in that final week, which is what we have to figure out, so I'll call it X. If you take the average of that, divide by 6, because it's 6 weeks, that must equal 10 in order for her to meet the criteria set by her parents. So this is the mathematical equation that we have to solve. So adding up these numbers, you get 48 plus X. If you cross multiply the 6 and the 10, that gives you 60. And the next is 60 minus 48, which is 12. So she has to work 12 hours in that final week to earn the tickets. So number 1, the answer is D. 650 students were surveyed about their pasta preferences. The choices were lasagna, manicotti, ravioli, and spaghetti. The results of the survey are displayed in the bar graph. What is the ratio of the number of students who preferred spaghetti to the number of students who preferred manicotti? So we'll call it S over M. And let's see here. I guess we're just going by the graph. So spaghetti is here, and that looks like it's straight across 250. And manicotti, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, that is right here, so that's right across 100. So that's 250 over 100. Divide both sides, top and bottom, I should say, by 50, and that's going to give you 5 over 2. So number 2, the answer is E. What is the sum of the two smallest prime factors of 250? Let's first figure out what are those prime factors. 250 is going to be 2 times 5 times 5 times 5. So there's only 2 prime factors, and those prime factors are 2 and 5. So we have to take the sum. So add 2 plus 5, and that is 7. And I want to just a little bit quickly talk about how they anticipate the wrong answers, because that's important. One way I think they anticipate the wrong answers is you didn't read the sum and you thought product. And that's subliminal, because you see how up here it's 2 times 5? So you might go, oh yeah, it's 2 times 5, and that's 10. And choose D, which is the wrong answer. So I always say, spend 5 seconds extra. I know you're crunched for time on these exams, but 5 seconds to ensure that you read the question properly. So number 3, the answer is C. A haunted house has 6 windows. In how many ways can Georgie the ghost enter the house by one window and leave by a different window? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are our windows, and we can label them 1 through 6. We have to enter by a certain window and leave by another window. So for the entering window, we've got 6 choices. And for the leaving window, we've got 5 remaining choices, and you multiply, and that gives you 30. Now, in this question, the order is important, because if you enter by window 2, let's say, and you leave by window 4, that is different than entering by window 4 and leaving by window 2. So order is important, so all 30 of these are unique in the sense of the way that they enter and leave. So number 4, the answer is D. Chandler wants to buy a $500 mountain bike for his birthday. His grandparents send him $50. His aunt sends him $35. Cousin gives him $15. He earns $16 per week for his paper route. He will use all of his birthday money and all of the money he earns from his paper route. In how many weeks will he be able to buy the mountain bike? So he's already got 50 plus 35 plus 15. And he's going to be earning $16 per week. So 16 times W, W representing the number of weeks. And all of that added together must equal $500 so he can buy the bike. All right, this is the math equation, so let's solve this. This looks like 100 plus 16W is equal to 500. So therefore 16W is equal to 400. And dividing through, we get W is equal to 25. So the number of weeks is 25, and therefore number 5, the answer is B. The average cost of a long-distance call in the United States of America in 1985 was 41 cents per minute. The average cost of a long-distance call in the USA in 2005 was 7 cents per minute. Find the approximate percent decrease in the cost per minute of a long-distance call. So 41 down to 7, right? So the difference is 34. So now we have to figure out the percentage. So 34 divided by 41, and that is 83% approximately. So that is representing the decrease in terms of a percentage. So the closest is going to be 80 in terms of their answer choices. So number 6, the answer is E. The average age of 5 people in a room is 30. An 18-year-old person leaves the room. What is the average age of the 4 remaining people? I will let the people be represented by A, B, C, D, and E. And that average divided by 5 is 30. So if you cross multiply, it basically means that the sum A plus B plus C plus D plus E is equal to 150. All right. Now, I will let E, that person, be the 18-year-old. So that means A plus B plus C plus D plus 18 is equal to 150. So if he leaves, the only thing that's left is A plus C, A plus B plus C plus D. And that sum is 132. Now we want the average of these 4. If you want the average, divide by 4. And that gives you 132 divided by 4, which is 33. So the average of those remaining 4 people is 33. So number 7, the answer is D. And the trapezoid ABCD, AD is perpendicular to DC, AD and is equal to AB is equal to 3, and DC is equal to 6. In addition, E is on DC and BE is parallel to AD. Find the area of BEC. So if this is 3, then that means this is 3, BE. If this is 3, then that means this is 3 from here to here. And this whole thing is 6, so that means from here to here, EC is 3. So they want you to find the area of BEC, that triangle. Okay, so since this is a square, this is a right angle right there. And therefore the area is just going to be 1/2 base times height, which is 1/2 base is 3, the height is 3. So that looks like 9 over 2. And 9 over 2 in decimal format is 4.5. So number 8, the answer is B. Okay, number 9, to complete the grid below, each of the digits 1 through 4 must occur once in each row and once in each column. What number will occupy the lower right-hand square? Lower right-hand square, so this guy right here. Okay, let's figure this out. All right, so we got to put 1, 2, 3, and 4 into each column and row. So where do we begin here? Well, in this one here, this first row, this number cannot be a 3. Why? Because 3 is already in this column. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 can only appear once in each column or row. So this 3 must go here. And therefore, since we have to choose 1, 2, 3, and 4, 4 must be there. All right? Hope that makes sense. And then in a very similar way, if we keep looking at this, in this second row, in particular, if you look at this box, that cannot be a 2. Why? Because the 2 is already here, and 2 can only appear once in each column. So that cannot be a 2. So it can't be a 3 because the 3 is already here in that column. And it can't be a 4. So this must be a 1. Okay? And therefore, by process of elimination, this must be a 2. So I hope that makes sense. And the good news is we don't have to figure out everything else. Like, for example, this is a 4, obviously, but we don't really need to know that. We just want to know what's in that red box. And that's 2. So number 9, the answer is B. For any positive integer n, define n with the square around it to be the sum of the positive factors of n. For example, 6 with the square is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6, which is 12. 1, 2, 3, and 6 are the positive factors of 6. Find 11 with the square and then a square all around it again. So 11 with the square, and then the answer will, again, we'll have to do the same operation. So first, let's just do 11 with the square like that. Well, that is basically going to be the sum of the positive factors of 11. What are the factors of 11? Well, it's a prime, right? It's a prime number. So that means the only factors are 1 and 11. That's it. So the sum of these is 1 plus 11, which is 12. Okay? So now we have to put 12 into this box. So because this is now basically 12 with the box around it, right? Because 11 with the box around it is equal to 12. So now we have to do the same thing. Well, for 12, what are the prime factors? Well, there's quite a few. There's 1, 2, 3. Positive factors, sorry, not prime factors. 4, 6, and 12. I think that covers it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12, right? Okay, I guess that we have to just figure out the sum. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 12. And if you add this up, it is 3, 3, 6, 10, 16, and 28. So number 10, the answer is D.